Hey guys, happy Valentine's week here on Kitchen Island. Today I'm going to show you how to make a simple and delicious chocolate tart to surprise your loved one with. So stay tuned for this episode where I show you how to make something special for your someone special. So Valentine's Day is Friday. Why not forego going to your local pharmacy or Walmart and getting a box of chocolates that isn't really special and making something yourself that's super simple and super sweet and comes from the heart. So to start this tart off, I've crumbled up a 14-ounce package of chocolate sandwich cookies into a bowl. And what we want to do is go ahead and melt a stick of salted butter in a pan, because we're going to be adding this to our cookies to mix together to make our crust. So let's go ahead and get our butter into our pan. So now our butter is melted, so we want to transfer this into our bowl of crumbled sandwich cookies and mix it all together. So just grab a spatula and go ahead and pour your melted butter right on top of your sandwich cookies. We're going to use this pan again because this is what we're going to mix more butter and some heavy cream with. So just mix all this together. So once you have your cookies and butter mixed together, you want to go ahead and pour this into a prepared tart pan. And you can use any kind of tart pan you want. They have square ones, rectangles. I prefer a circle one just because I like round tarts. So go ahead and put this into your tart pan. Make sure to get out all your crumbs. Every little bit counts in a tart crust. So the way I like to prepare a tart inside of a tart pan is by using the flat end of a measuring cup. You can basically go around pressing the crust into your pan, which also helps set it a little bit more and a little bit more evenly. So go ahead and press this into your tart pan. And if you have lumps in the center, you can kind of just press them outward with your measuring cup. And you might have a little stick on the bottom, so just scrape it off, it's fine. Just work it all the way around. Really pressing into those edges because you want to get those nice grooves on your crust. So now we've pressed the crust into our tart pan, and what you want to do is put this in the freezer to set for about 15 minutes. That's going to let the butter chill and kind of mold and hold all that crust together. So let's go ahead and stick this in the freezer. Alexa, set timer for 15 minutes.
15 minutes, starting now.
So while your crust is cooling in the freezer, setting, we're gonna go ahead and temper our chocolate and make a nice ganache. So what you wanna do is get a bowl, and to this bowl, you're gonna put 12 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate. And then 12 ounces of dark chocolate. What we're gonna do now is make our butter and cream mixture. We're gonna get this heated on a stove, so when we pour this over the chocolate, it's gonna start melting and making that delicious ganache all nice and shiny. So let's go ahead and get 3 tablespoons of butter into our saucepan, along with 1.5 cups of heavy cream. So mix your butter and heavy cream together, and once this starts coming to a nice rolling boil, you can turn the heat off, and we're going to transfer this to our chocolate bowl. So now our butter and cream has come to a boil, so we want to go ahead and turn the heat off and transfer this to our bowl. So just go ahead and pour this right on top of your chocolate. You're gonna wanna let this set for about a minute or two just so it can kind of blend with that chocolate. So when you go to mix it, it's gonna create a nice sheen and shine with the chocolate and make a beautiful ganache. So let that sit for 2 or 3 minutes and we'll come back and whisk it all together. So now that our chocolate has had time to set within the cream, we're gonna go ahead and mix this together and create our ganache. I love watching the cream and the chocolate mix together because it's like a jumbled mess, and then you start seeing the shine come through on the chocolate and it looks so pretty. And the more you stir it, the more shine comes to the chocolate, so just make sure that you're incorporating it all. About 600 hand strokes with the whisk. Just kidding. Alright. So now that we've incorporated the chocolate, our crust should be ready, so we're gonna put all this together and make our tart. So now our crust has set for about 15 minutes in the freezer, so it should have a nice firm touch to it when you touch it. So to this, we're gonna add our chocolate ganache that we made. So just go ahead and pour that right into your tart. It smells so delicious. All right. So now it's filled our tart pan, so just go ahead and smooth it out on the top. There we go. So now you're going to want to set this in your refrigerator for about 2 hours to set, and then you can take it out and decorate it however you like. So after your tart is set for 2 hours in your fridge, you can take it out and decorate it with your favorite toppings. For this tart in particular, I decorated with some raspberries on top and some white chocolate drizzle. So to create this, I just tempered some white chocolate into the microwave for about 1.5 minutes and put the raspberries on top of my chocolate tart in a round circle. And then with a tiny fork with prongs, I just kind of drizzled the chocolate over it and created my tart. So there you have it, a super easy and decadent chocolate tart for your loved one on Valentine's Day. Again, forego grabbing a cheap box of chocolates at your pharmacy or grocery store and make something special from the heart. It's a super easy recipe, and for the full recipe, make sure to check out my blog, stayfox.com. Subscribe to my channel below, and happy Valentine's Day to you guys. See you next time. Where'd you go? It's a course, say all that, in a tart pan.
You have 4 minutes and 30 seconds left on your 15-minute timer.
Sorry. That chocolate everywhere. Is that okay?
Yeah, I like it.
Basically press and push down. Yes. And depending on your So now that our chocolate's had... Wait, where do I start? Should I just go ahead and put it on for kicks? The waiting part is like...
I know.
So this will be the end of the video, so lesson learned. If you want it, if your chocolate to less semi-sweet chocolate, like I don't have to worry about it. Again, forego getting the... Again, forego getting a... Again, forego